Today is a good day. Barcelona versus Levante. And Barcelona, Xavi is getting these boys to learn how to fight for their positions on the field. And when they get it, they take advantage. Things are brewing, guys. I hope everybody's having a good Sunday afternoon. Barcelona gets a win where they had challenges. Barcelona versus Levante. Barcelona wins 3-2, but in a battle that was very exciting. And coming off of a very, very slow last game where Frankfurt was really holding us back, or we weren't able to get the ball moving the way we wanted. This was what I wanted to see. You see, the game extended itself into the first half that was pretty lackadaisical. We weren't getting the passes together that we wanted, but the team was battling. Now, last game I said that I wanted Dembele to start right wing and De Jong in the center mid. And this time, that is actually what Xavi did. Torres, Aubameyang, and Dembele played up top with De Jong, Busquets, but Nico Gonzalez played in the middle. In the back, Jordi Alba at left, Dani Alves at right, Araujo and Garcia in the center back. But let's really talk about what happened. This game kind of worked its way slowly into the halftime. It looked like an extension of the Frankfurt game. It really did. But the positive things came after that. That's what really happened. So the game starts, and we get the game going. And Barcelona, unfortunately, got themselves into a penalty issue. Dani Alves, he is a step slower, guys. And when he was getting pressed on the corner of the left side of the box, he put his shoulder up basically to get in front of him, but the guy played it up. He also did. Dani Alves actually did pull his head down, and he went down. Okay, penalty. Dang it. Okay, cool. So Jose Luis Morales scored the penalty. Great goal. We move forward. Barcelona's down 1-0. No problem, right? No problem. We're gonna work through this. Then it wasn't, but a little bit second later, all of a sudden there was the ball in the air. Garcia goes up, and it unintentionally, his body was just getting positioned, trying to block a header. Gets a handball. Now this handball seemed to me a little frivolous. Like, real talk, a little frivolous, but whatever. Levante gets another shot at a penalty, and it was saved. Okay, cleared out by Araujo. Perfect. Got it. So it's still 1-0. But that was a turning moment for this team. It really was a turning moment, and the boys started to spark up, right? They really did. Things started getting going. The next time down the field, they get the ball going in the 59th minute. Dembele has a beautiful cross to Aubameyang. And while he did not have the best game moving up to it, these things happen for strikers. But he crosses it in, and you guys all have to admit, Dembele is basically, as far as a right winger, about as good as it gets as far as sending in crosses that can be delivered. Boom. Aubameyang heads it in. We're talking about a 1-1 situation. Now, unfortunately, that mojo that we like to see with Barcelona wasn't there, so they did two subs. Nico Gonzalez and Franco de Jong went out, and they put in Pedri, and Gabby. Now, they were a fire, right? These are great players, but they started firing with energy. You could tell ever since then. Part of it was the block of the penalty kick by Ter Stegen. Part of it was because these boys were in there with their juice. Boom. Gabby gets the ball from the outside of the right, and he takes on two players. Nice juice move. Cuts in. He's going towards the box. Kicks it back out. Pedri scores it. Far left corner. Boom. We're talking about a 2-1 game, and people are feeling it. There is a lot of energy in this field, and the team was playing exciting, right? They really were, and it was good to see. And what I think about most about this is that these teams, they're figuring it out, right? They're figuring it out, right? There may be a good squad, there may be a squad you prefer to see, but at the end of the day, the one thing we did not have previously with Barcelona was a competitive fight for your position on the field. Everybody, the starters always started. There was a couple here and there, whatever, but instead, this time, you don't know if you're going to start. You don't know if you're going to get playing time. So when you get out there, you make the most of it. In this case, the subs did. They subs did in the entire second half moving forward. Game moves along. And then they sub out, and we sub out Dani Alves. He was kind of slow. You could tell he was having a hard time in this game. They subbed him out, put Araujo at right, and then they went ahead and subbed in Langley. I think it was his first touch on the ball. He's trying to defend across the 18-yard box, right on the line, and steps on Levante's foot. Boom, penalty. It was a fair penalty. It just seemed like he was a second slow on that. and basically Melero scored the goal. Okay, so we are talking about a 2-2 game at about the 83rd minute, but Barcelona was still fighting, and that's what I like to see, right? That's what I like to see. They kept fighting. Everything's going on. Then they took out Aubameyang and put in Luke de Jong, okay? Now, as we know about him, homeboy has got a header from the heavens. And at the very end, in extra time, past 90 minute, I think it was the 92nd minute, ball gets delivered in, and he puts it away for the winner. I think I actually believe that it was Jordi Alba. Played the ball into him. He heads it left corner. He knew where he was going. He was confident about it. And we had one of those huge celebrations. Barcelona beats Levante 3-2. But the most important thing is seeing that part of Barcelona we didn't. Back in the day, when we would get really complacent and have a bad game, we were never really able to break out of it. It may have been a rare situation where we did, but in general, we didn't. Now, between the fact that the subs came in, Pedri scored, and then Luke de Jong scored, also a sub off the bench, I have to say that Xavi has these guys really eager to perform. And that is one of the most important things you can do with the team. And no matter who's a superstar, no matter who's great, no matter who's performing at practice, he always switches up the starting lineup. He always switches up players and lets them know that you need to perform. And I think in this situation, with having a very flat first half, I was very impressed. Very impressed, guys. I hope everybody's having a good Sunday. I know that wasn't super detailed, but for the most part, that is something Barcelona's been missing, is that off-the-bench killer instinct where they know that if they can earn a starting role. And the youngsters, bro, 17 and 19, Gavi and Pedri, you got to be excited about these players. They play with a lot of energy, and they play with a lot of happiness. And you can see the happiness on their feet. I hope everyone's having a great Sunday. Talk to you soon.